rules here.
It's like Tiger Woods said, well, hello world.
When did he say that?
Well, he sat in a rocking chair counting his money.
Thought he got clocked with a golf club by his wife. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
That had to be a crazy setup prior to that too, you know.
There's a lot of money floating around that deal, boy. A lot of money.
Yeah.
I got a friend in outside of Indianapolis. I think it's Cushers or something like that.
Fishers?
Yeah, Pritchard. What is
it? Carmel, Fishers, Westfield.
Fishers, that's it. Fishers. Yeah. He's going to wind up going back home. I think they're putting the house up for sale. It's a big house.
Is that right?
Yeah, big house.
You think he'd be interested in leasing it for 24 to 36 months? and then, let me cash him out at full asking price?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, he had sat down. He was asking me about what I thought he should do.
Not a problem. His wife is either terms or cash. What are we talking about here?
His wife's a banker, and I can't imagine what this house is worth. He moved from Long Island. Yeah, I mean, and out there for $500,000, you get a cracker box. And he went out to Indianapolis. His wife was working for a big bank, and she got transferred. They've since retired. But I mean, the house that he had on Long Island, he could have taken 3 of those and put it inside of this house. This thing is so big.
Beautiful area. Beautiful area.
Yeah, they bought a property down here in Florida, and he loves the weather. He's just done with the cold weather. Yeah, so they're thinking about maybe going back and putting this one up for sale. When I was out there, they had just bought it. I go, man, it's going to cost you $100,000 just to fill up these places, all these rooms. Oh my God, with furniture, crazy.
I just sold my cousin's house. The neighborhood was, maxed on their type of product was about 301, and I got 317 for their place.
That's not a big stretch.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Very good, very good.
That was the one you helped me with, Justin.
Yeah.
That's the one that's rubbing your neck.
That's in the other room. I'll have to go get that. I was using that. I was using that in a private setting.
So they actually had someone else. Yeah, right. Is that next to your book in the bathroom or what?
Right. Exactly.
But anyway, that was a great, experience running that, getting it on the MLS, getting a realtor involved, and it was very interesting. And then, luckily,
you closed it already. It's closed?
I'm sorry.
You closed it already, right? It's done.
Yeah, closed it on the 26th of December.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah. That was about 12.5, actually 12.8, and I gave him a break because I didn't count her commission in, so I just took that out and cut him a break, gave him like a $4,000 deal. Hey, they're my cousins, come on. But I got them a lot more extra than they needed 290 to get out of there. I said anything over 295, I'll split with you, and that's what we did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
Did they have it up for sale previously?
There was another group that tried to do that. They had it under contract with someone. They called them, and they got no one to look at.
Wow.
And then so that was finally up, and I sold it in. I got it on Tuesday, had my open house on Saturday, and it was sold.
Hang on a minute. People love me. My wife is calling me. I'm sorry.
Come on. Wait for Mama.
You got to pick that up. You got to pick it up when she's calling.
Yeah, so that was beautiful. There was another company that was trying to do it as well, but they had no one.
Excuse me a second, boys. I'll be right back with you. Hang on.
Sure.
I'll be right back with you.
He's got some honeydews. Some honeydews to do.
Yeah, gotta get the groceries out of the car.
Honey, I need you to do this. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Who's Bringing in the Groceries. Is that right?
Remember that show Supermarket Sweepstakes when they'd like run up and down the aisles and try and find
They still
stuff?
got that. They still got
Yeah,
that.
it was like a rerun. Yeah, like the Game
Yeah.
Channel or something was
Oh,
redoing it.
Game
or
Show
something.
Network. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Quality TV.
Now they have Guy Fieri's.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri's.
Right.
How do you
With
know
the
this?
kids and stuff, right?
I
In the
almost
grocery?
said
Yeah.
Gay
Guy
Fieri.
Fiero or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I just want to know, Justin, how come you know so much about this stuff?
about what?
About these watching these game shows and TV shows during the day.
Shit, because I'm home watching Ricky Lake by 3 p.m. every day, man. I'm that guy. I'm cut out of that cloth.
Wow.
Yeah. She directs my life.
Wow. Wow.
Man,
Well.
because there's nothing better to do at 10:30, 11 a.m. than watch The Price is Right.
Who's doing that now? The old guy's not.
Is it
there
Drew
anymore.
Carey?
Drew
Didn't
Carey.
he-
Oh yeah.
He's still in there. I thought he was.
Oh yeah.
he had some issues.
He's never going anywhere. He's hooked onto that baby. That gravy train is gonna ride him home.
Yeah, I think you get that job for life. It's like being on the Supreme Court, you know.
It's better.
Well, that's if the elderly people like you. They can turn on you.
That's
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
One bad
Anyway,
move.
so I put my.
Hey, Stephen, tell me what is your agenda? How are you moving along here in 2022? Are you doing more of wholesaling? Or are you doing?
I don't wholesale.
What do you do?
I just put a
I'm
house
wondering.
under contract last week, Thursday, over in Daytona Beach. I'm down here in Florida. I tripped over this house. The fellow called me from some advertising that I started running. I don't know about this advertising, but it's on Facebook, right? And he bought this house. I'm making a long story short. He bought this house 26 months ago. Paid about all in. He was in it. I'm figuring he won't tell me how much it was. I don't even care how much it was. It was like 305 or something like that. And that's about what the house is worth now. So he got some options in it, but he didn't put any money down. I mean, he didn't put enough money down. His payoff on his mortgage now is about $277. So I said, okay. He's had it listed with a broker. He's got to go. He's transferred with this COVID business and all that. He was out of work for a little while, and now he's got a job and he's up in the Carolinas, I believe. Don't really care about all that stuff. He had a broker on it. Went out to 6 months. Nobody really came to look at the house because in the market, in the neighborhood where this is, 300,000 is like the tops. So this house is only about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, right? So he's got a 3% mortgage on this house. On the 277,000. So his mortgage, taxes, principal, and interest come out to like, I think it's $1,400 and change a month. The rents in the area are just under $2,500 a month. This is a home run. So I went over and I went back and forth with the guy, not beating him up, just listening to what he wanted. And his big thing was, how quick can you get me out of this house? He wasn't badgering on the price as it was listed with a broker for, it was $325 or $329, something like that. And they couldn't get him out of it. So back and forth. So I'll tell you what, here's what I'll do with you. I'll give you $295 for the house. I'm going to take over your first mortgage. And I put in there that the first mortgage balance is not going to exceed $277,000 and change. That's his legit payoff. And he's not behind on his payments. Then I said to him, this balance, I'm going to give you the $295. The spread on this was like 17 or 18 grand. I says, I'm going to give you in 5 years. No, I think I said 7 years. I got to go through my notes. I usually do 7 years. Didn't have a problem with that at all. I said 0% interest. Didn't have a problem with that. He's happy he's going to get something to go. All right. He's got money to move. He's got money to put down as security for his rental house and all that. So with the rents being just right around $2,500 a month, and the outgoings on this house only being $1,400, it leaves you $1,100 in cash flow. So now I'm already advertising this house, seller finance. And I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a $50,000 down payment. I'm going to sell a house for 320, 325, something like that. And at 8% interest with $50,000 down, I'm right under where the rents are in the neighborhood. So I put this on the market for sale yesterday. No, today's what? Today's Tuesday, Sunday night, right? And I've already got 9 decent leads on the house. But I'm worried there's so much cash out there that somebody's just going to, yeah me to death. Go ahead, do the deal with me. And 60 days later, they just cash me out. So I'm looking for somebody that's, the right person with the credit and everything else. I don't want somebody that's perfect. I want somebody that's a bystander, somebody that's been injured a couple of times. It's going to take him a while to get his credit back. So if I do all that, if I get that all done after about a year, if I do a 5-year seller finance deal on this, I don't know. I got it on my computer here. Hang on. I got it on here. I do this. I'm breaking the numbers down for this book. Yeah, it's about 143,000 in 60 months. And if I do just a 2-year lease option, I only take, I don't know, I think I said 20 or 20 for $25,000 down. After 24 months, if we do the deal, you make 60 grand. I'd rather go in this for the long term. I'm a long-term guy. To tell you the truth, I'd rather the guy never pay me off. More money I make. I'm looking for subject to deals. I'm looking for lease options that are unique situations that people are afraid of. They basically walk away from it. I'm looking at a tire company down here in Florida. He contacted me. It's amazing how these people all get together and talk to one another. I did an auto wrecking yard for a friend of his that had been on the market for like 6 years. And I did it fairly quickly because I knew one guy that was looking for this particular business. He had a lot of cash and he was looking for this. So this tire company, this could wind up being a puff of smoke. Who knows? I got to meet with the guy before the week is out. I'll talk to him, see where that goes. And I'm also doing, last week I talked about doing that option with that house that had the roof that was messed up. I'm doing that. I'm making that tomorrow. I'm doing that. I'm doing that tomorrow. So
you're gonna buy the guy a new roof, huh?
$8,000.
You gonna cloud the title?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna record a mortgage.
Okay, a full-blown mortgage.
Yeah.
No, get the insurance to pay for that?
No, I'm paying for it. He's got no insurance to pay for it. If they tried, I mean, this roof. I'm walking through this neighborhood. And all the houses are nice. They sell for around between $300,000 and $500,000. And this guy's roof is shot. It's shot to a point that even the tarpaulin that he put over the house, he had somebody come down and put it. It's all blowing around. It's all frayed. You know how that looks, right? So he's getting water in the house. I knock on this guy's door. And I start talking to him about the neighborhood and this and that. I'd like to buy another house in this neighborhood. He goes, well, as soon as I said that, he turns to me and goes, my house is not for sale. And we could see the veins bulging out of his face. He turned around and he was walking away. Then he stops about 10 feet away from me. He goes, unless you want to pay to fix my roof, I got nothing else to say. Oh, well, what if we did that? What if I did pay to fix your roof? Can we have a conversation? He looked at me and goes, are you nuts? I go, yeah, probably nuts. But it's what the hell? We can sit down, have a cup of coffee, and let's talk. All right, come on inside. So I walk inside, and the house is in reasonably good condition. Reasonably. You can see where he's got stains inside on some of the ceiling spots here and there, right? The roof is completely shot, right? Here's my deal. He told me that house is worth $275,000 the way it sits right now. He had somebody look at it. I don't know who it was. I don't care. So, okay, $275,000. House is with the new roof on it, and you clean up the inside, it's probably worth about $350,000, $325,000 to $350,000 in a heartbeat, right? So my $8,000 is not a loan to this guy. I'm going to buy an option from him that states the following. He said to me he would not consider selling his house for, I think it was about three and a half or 4 years down the road from now. He's already talked to his wife about selling this house because it's probably a little bit too big for them. He's got 2 kids, and one of them's in college and one's in high school. So he says, I'm not going to do anything with this house until his daughter, I think, is out of high school. He says, then I want to get rid of it. I said, okay. So what do you figure that's what, 3-4 years from now? He goes, 4 years from now. I said, how about I write up an option that says that I got the right to buy this house sometime between, let's say, year 4 and year 8 from now. And now we just got to arrive at a price. What do you think you want for it? So then he got really nice. He's smiling. He goes, you know what? I'll tell you what. If you can really do this, and you're going to give me that $8,000 to fix this roof, you can have the house for the $275. I don't give a damn when you buy it, as long as I can still live here. I said, well, you're living there. I said, but in 4 years from now, if I buy it, you got to go. Oh, I understand that. So I said, so here's the agreement. $8,000 I'm going to give you. I'm going to record a mortgage against the property. Okay, performance mortgage against the property. No problem. He understands what a lease option is. He knows what options are. So I'm not lease optioning, and I'm just doing a straight option. And it's for $275,000. So that's going in the book.
All right, hold on, time out. So when you write up the option for this,
Yep.
do you put a clause in there that says that the option period doesn't begin until 4 years from today, and then that window is open for X amount of time? How did you set this up? Because there's a delay in this particular option.
Yeah. I've got until 4 years from now on the 1st of January to 4 years after that at the end of December to buy this.
Okay.
property.
Okay, so the option goes live. I'm just going to say, quote unquote, live 4 years from now, and it goes live for 4 whole years.
But there's also caveats inside there.
Okay.
Yeah,
thought
what if the
about
guy
this.
dies next year?
Okay, he dies next year. He decides he wants to sell it next year. Screw you. I'm going to sell it.
Right.
All right. He sells the property. Our basis is $275. Whatever he sells it for over $275, I get half.
Okay.
That's in the contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he dies, it's still up to his estate, and they've got to honor this because it's going to be a recorded performance mortgage. It's against the property. So they got to now. Am I going to be a whore about this thing and say I want my half? No, I gave you $8,000. You know what? Just give me 10 back and I'll walk away. You know. Or what happens now? It's 5 years from now. I go to exercise this thing in this house. It's completely trashed.
Right.
Now what do you do?
Or better yet, what if he refuses to move?
Well, then we go to court. I got him foreclosing on a performance mortgage.
I mean, okay. So you have an option agreement and a performance mortgage. Both.
Well, the option agreement is the agreement, like a purchase agreement.
Right.
The mortgage attaches the security to the property.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the guarantee alive and well. That's how.
Right, well, what if he gets foreclosed on by his primary lender?
He could. A lot of things can happen. Could get hit by lightning. The house could burn to the ground. There's a lot of gambling here. But
is this speculation, Steve?
This is speculation 1, 2, 3. All right. Let me share my screen a second. Can I do that?
Please do.
Watch this. Hang on a minute. Share screen. I want to go back out. Back over here to my Windows file. And now look at this a second. If I go out and I only say this house is only worth the $275, all right, and let's say properties only go up 5% annually there. And this is a hot area. Then at the end of 12 months, the house is worth $288,750. I don't have a chance to buy this until the beginning of the 4th year.
Right.
When I buy this house for the $275, if things go the way they should go, my basis in my worth in the property should be 318. Let me get this thing out of here. 318,000. The longer I wait, the more money I make. This is at the end of year 4.
Yeah.
I got 334. All the way to the end of year 7 is 386,000. That starts your year number 1, year 8.
How much money do you anticipate having to be put into that property at that point to get that value? None?
You're assuming I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to this for a whole time.
I'm assuming you're going to wholesale this deal. Like you're going
I'm
to
just going to sign a lease. I'm going to assign a lease. I'm going to assign the
Yeah.
option.
I
I'll
know,
sell the
that's what I'm
option.
saying, like a wholesale.
Sell
yeah.
the note?
Yeah, it's not a note. I'm not loaning them any money. I'm going to sign the option,
I got you.
but I won't do it for about a year or so.
And what would you sell that for? 10 grand, 15 grand?
Well, when you
20
look and you
grand?
split the numbers up here, and if I gave you this set of numbers right here,
Yeah.
right? And this is, well, if you go to year, when you have the option,
13,000 after year 1.
when you have the option to buy this thing for 275, and at the end of year 4, at the end of year 3, it's 318,000. So you're already 25, 30, you're only like $40,000 up on this thing already from here.
Yeah.
I'd probably sell it depending on how much time is left on it. Because the more time is left on it, the more it's going to be worth. If someone wants to turn the thing over quick and they want to just a quick cash deal, I mean, they want to just wait till year 4 hops in on day 1, they're exercising their option. They can do that. And they know that according to this, they're going to be in the ballpark to make not a great amount of money, but it's decent. Will the house need some work? It could. It could. And he's also naming me on the insurance policy as loss payee, one of the loss payees as a lender. All right. So something happens with this house, I got $8,000 invested. It's not the end of the world, so end of the world. So you get these numbers back here. This is pretty cool.
You don't feel like this deal's skinny, Steve?
No, when you sit down and you break it out, look at this. This is end of year 1, end of year 2, end of year 3. So at the end of year 3, I can buy this property for 318.
Right.
He's at 275 right now. Even if all I get on this house is 315 grand. All right. Do
That's
the math.
30,
I haven't done anything to this
yeah,
house.
That's 40.
I haven't done anything to the house. All I'm doing, this is a good investment for an IRA or something like that. All I'm doing, all right, is just cashing up. So you got 25,000 on 25, 30. That's 40 grand for my $8,000 investment. And it could be worth a lot more than this. Chances are it's going to be worth more.
Did you have it inspected?
I walked around the inside of the house quick, but I didn't get it inspected. No.
I don't mean to be devil's advocate.
Before
I'm
I
just
go
asking.
and have everything signed and all the agreements done, I'm going to go get a real good look at this house while I'm down here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
And I might make it sweeter. I might make it 3 years. I might say, listen, I only give you 5 grand. Maybe I'll loan you 3 grand. I don't know. The deal can change. Nothing's written in cement. Everything is up to my imagination.
Right.
There you go. So, and I love it. So this is just something.
That's pretty cool. That's a great way to invest.
Knock around.
Yeah.
Where am I going here? I don't know how to turn this thing back off again, but how do I get back to you guys?
Just
have to say the magic
you are
words.
Sharing. Stop sharing. There it is.
There you go.
I don't know why that screen is so lousy. Oh, should put.
It was
some-
very interesting, Steve. Thank you.
It's
That is
just a
interesting.
little. It's just thinking outside the box, man. You know?
Yeah.
If you're looking at now, you can make the numbers anything you want. You don't have to give the guy $8 grand. If you got a house, a cheap house that's out there in the area, I don't want to sell right now. You want to sell in 5 years? I'll tell you, I give you $2,000 for an option. What's the listen? Don't you want to, take $2 grand, go on vacation, go do something, and in 5 years from now, I'm gonna knock on your door and say, all right, it's time to sell. 5 years from now, what do you think? People make a living doing this, just buying options. You can do it on anything. So
In this
keep it
kind of
going.
deal, inflation becomes your friend, right?
It's just appreciation becomes your friend. I don't know about
Not inflation, appreciation. You're right.
appreciation
Yeah.
becomes your friend. What if it doesn't appreciate? What if it's 2000, 7, 8, whatever, all over again, right? And I know, I'm listening to Peter Fortunato, who's the option man. And he says, everybody thought I was the smartest guy in the world. He had all these options that he bought in 2003, 4, and 5. And by 7, 8, and 9, they weren't worth anything. So he restructured his option purchases and put less, he structured them so that it was more of a win-win. But listen, we don't know what's going to happen with this market. I'll say it again. The two underwriters that I know in the home loan business say it's been 30 years plus since they had to worry about putting a number on a person's inflation as far as what they've got to put on the side for cash in order to afford to buy this house or whatever. 30 years. So he says, we don't know what to put on that number. We don't know where we're going with this thing. We just don't know. We don't know where the economy is going. We don't know if we're going to World War III. There's too many freaking questions.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Right.
Want to see the real estate market fall out of bed? Go to war. Hate to say that, but I think we're already there anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll be really quick. Yes, sir. You're heading out the door, Ed. Keep smiling, brother.
It's great to see you, man.
You're talking with you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Keep smiling.
Aye.
Keep up the
Appreciate
good
it,
work.
guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.
You betcha. So
I think some of our regulars didn't catch the time change.
I don't know, but I think it's time to sign off because it's you and I. And
Appreciate it, Coach Steve.
Keep smiling, man. See you next. You're gonna send me directions as to turn on.
I just did.
On. You just did.
Yeah.
You emailed them to me.
I just sent a text. Just
Okay.
remember a little bit ago, it was a username and password, and then when you log in, all you got to do is, when you go live like this, you're in the Zoom room. Just go down there at the bottom and just click go live. That's
Cool.
it. All
Very
right.
good.
All right. I'll see you later.